Hello, boys and girls. Today, we're talking about ancient civilizations and what they thought about hell. What kind of crazy cryptid like creatures lurk in the bowels of the underworld? Today, we're jumping into hell.
Don't forget the pineapple.
Like a fold.
Okay.
Oh, scheiße.
I
Pineapple.
hope there's
All of a
some
sudden,
people
I
who
just-
watch this and know. I hope they know. I hope they
How you doing,
understand.
everybody?
All of a sudden, I just want to see. I just want to see someone dressed in a French maid's outfit.
Oh boy, no, thank you. All right, well, boys and girls, I'm your host, Blue. Welcome to another episode of Cryptid Conversations. With me, as usual, are my wonderful cavalcade of hosts. We have Kate and we have Michelle.
What was that first word earlier? Cavalcade?
Cavalcade.
Okay.
Pardon me, I just
Cavalcade of chaos. It just slips. It's perfect.
Yeah, well, you know,
Okay.
I have words, don't I? Yeah,
Words. Words are hard.
Words, Polonius. Anyway, we're talking about the underworld today. And what kind of creepy cryptid creatures you're going to find there. The underworld of old was fiery, scary, and just all around screwed up.
In one shape or form.
In any shape or form.
Unless you were in one of the snow hells.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, we'll get into that.
Ooh, that was a little cold.
Yeah.
That one is a cold day.
Talk about eternal blue balls. Anyway. And eternal shrinkage.
Ew.
No,
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
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 Oh my
No,
God.
don't want.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Anyway, going first, we're going back to one of the most ancient civilizations in the world. We're going to talk about the Greek culture and some of the things you might have seen if you went to their depiction of hell. Kate, what do you got for us?
Well, I mean, when you think about the Greeks, what's the very first thing you think about when it comes to the underworld?
Them fucking their cousins.
Hades.
Hades,
Cute
yes,
guys
but we're
and
not going to
boys.
talk about that dude. We're not going to talk about him. We're going to talk about the puppy
I think of punishments.
punishment. Okay, no, we're going to talk about his puppy. I'm going to start off with the
We all
puppy.
know why you think of punishments.
I said punishments.
Anyway. Go ahead, Kate.
So
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine.
He's a puppy. He's a puppy.
It's a puppy. The Hound of Hades, which is what they called their underworld, where you were like really not a good person at all. So we normally see Hades with the 3 heads and everything. Sometimes
Not Hades. Cerberus.
Not Hades. Excuse me, Cerberus. Wow. Okay.
I don't want to pet that dog.
the dog.
Look, this guy looks like he's getting ready to throw the stick for the doggo.
He look like he's got a tail and a big front tail.
Well, that is
okay.
Hercules.
That's Hercules. Hercules.
Oh God, Elmo.
Fuck. Okay, but yes, that is Hercules. That is fighting Cerberus. And why Hercules looks like he's got tails because he's wearing a lion, like the full That's
Oh,
the
He's
tail.
wearing the
yeah.
Nemean lion around his body.
He's got the lion's head over his like a hoodie, and the paws are tied around his waist. Okay, that's what
Yep.
looks like.
There,
Yeah.
there you go. Yep. So anyway, back to Cerberus, the three-headed that we normally see him with three heads, and sometimes a serpent tail. But the old accounts describe him with 50 or 100 heads, and then he's also got a mane
That's
of
a lot of head.
a withering snake. So yeah, and the tail is correct. He's supposed to have a serpent for a tail. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean, given the original depiction of Cerberus, I'd say, having 100 heads,
that's a
that
lot.
that's a lot
Uh-huh.
of head.
Yeah,
Dude,
right. That's a lot.
You okay over there? You're dealing with a lot of tail behind you.
uh, my little personal Cerberus was trying to attack me. Yeah, it just came out of nowhere and was like, "Mom, yeah."
Love me, love me, love
That's
me.
that's what we heard going on back there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so Cerberus guards the gates of the underworld. He doesn't let the dead leave, and he doesn't let the living enter.
Okay.
So hence why Hercules was fighting him, because he was on his trial trying to
It
get
was
into
part of
Hades.
his 12 labors. He had to go and fight Cerberus.
And his
So
parents are very snake-like. His father was the multi snake-footed Typhon or Typhon.
Typhon.
Thank
Typhon.
you.
He
And
was
the
a
mother
titan, a lesser titan.
and the mother was a monster who was a half woman and half snake.
Echidna,
Mm-hmm.
the mother of all monsters.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't know how he ended up being more puppy-like with snakes, but
Listen,
there.
deep down, all men are dogs. Anyway.
So I do want to kind of interject a little bit. So Cerberus worked in conjunction with Sharon,
Yes,
Chiron.
Chiron, in
Sharon, Kyra. There's so
Yeah.
many.
He was
Yeah.
the person who manned the boat over
The ferryman.
Man.
ferryman. And
Ferryman.
traditionally, Greeks were all buried with coins to pay for the ferry ride.
You would put 2 coins on the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And just FYI, the Greeks also did not believe that the Greek underworld was a place of punishment. It was a place where souls went after death. It was for everyone. It was just depending on it was either your heaven or your hell, depending on what you were as a person.
Exactly. Kind of like how, they had both leave it to the god of death to name a place after himself.
Yeah.
Hades. You had Hades, which was the part for the sinners, the guys who died unhonorably, and things like that. And then you had the Elysian Fields,
So yes,
which was where if you lived a good life, you went and you got to be happy. And
Tartarus is what the
Tartarus, yeah.
Tartarus, and then the Elysian Fields, and then you had the asphodel meadows, where just your ordinary souls that were not good nor bad.
Mm.
The asphodel meadows.
I have a little mini me who would like me to point out that there is a moon of Pluto that is named after the ferryman.
Oh, okay.
Good call, Tiny.
And yet another reason why Pluto should be included back in the planetary masses. So if they keep saying that Pluto is a moon, not a freaking planet, they can kiss my big blue behind. Anyway.
No, okay. So back to
What have
back
you been
back
sitting
back
in,
to the
sir?
Greeks. Back to the Elmos.
Let me Elmo myself.
Oh.
I'm gonna Elmo myself and
Although I do appreciate that you did the different levels of the Greek underworld, because yes, there's the
Yes.
where you go when you're good, where you go where you're bad, and the warriors had their little good heaven, similar to the Norse,
Mhm.
and then you had a good regular common person who had their heaven kind of thing. And then hell was a whole different story, or Hades is what the Greeks would call it. But there is a particular goddess that doesn't get talked about a lot
Okay.
in that underworld. Because I'm not talking about the niece or whatever is going on between her and Hades, because we're not
Persephone.
going to talk about that.
Persephone.
We're not going to talk
Listen,
about
the Greek gods were a bunch of cousin fuckers. That's all I
that.
know.
Yes, they are. That's for sure.
They were inbred as fuck. No wonder they fucking died out.
And Zeus just decided he just
I
didn't
hear
give a
banjo.
shit. So,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
all right. So we're going to talk
They were
about.
hillbillies before hillbillies.
Do
We're
you know
going to
what?
talk.
I feel like I just need to point this out, but the Greeks believed that their gods lived on a mountain that was like right there. Right there. And no one goes, "Oh, hey, we should probably climb that mountain and verify that they're there."
I mean, there
Nobody
was a
did.
few that tried. There was
Yeah, they
a
just
few that
fucking died
tried.
of oxygen deprivation because they weren't used to it.
I'm just saying, like, it was a very hikeable hill, and they're like, I'm just not gonna go.
It's hikeable now.
Now it is, but
Okay.
Back then, maybe not.
All right. Michelle, are you good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so we're
Tell us
talking about
this
this.
lady. Tell us about this lady that you're talking
Back
about.
on track.
Okay. Thank you. We're going to talk about a lady that my name's actually connected to.
Uh oh. I think I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Hecate?
We are talking about Hecate.
Okay. There she is in all her glory.
So she is the goddess of magic, witchcraft, ghost, and I can speak.
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Thank you. She's also associated with night and light and moon.
Now
So
I
this
see three figures in this, and it's all three of them are her.
Well, because she is depicted as the triple goddess in the Greek mythology, as there is a different triple goddess in all mythology.
Wow, no doggy style in that picture.
So the common belief is that she was one of the only goddesses that could travel between the realms
Yes,
of the three levels, which
she
is
was. She
another
was the
reason why she was the
only.
crossroads.
She was the only one able to navigate the in between.
Interesting.
Which she did help a certain goddess get down to a particular area where she's at in the underworld.
Okay.
And she helped guide this particular goddess to go to help herself find that other goddess. We mentioned her name earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's considered the triple goddess because she is linked to basically the in between, the crossroads. She's also linked to the three phases of the moon.
Interesting.
So, she's associated with black dogs and polecats.
Polecat
Okay.
is the skunk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's what we call polecat.
Well, but there are different names over there. I should have gotten a picture. They're a pretty kitty.
I want a kitty.
No, you have enough kitties.
Nobody has enough kitties.
You're a crazy cat lady. Knock it off.
No.
She's also shown with holding a pair
Elmo.
of torches, a key, knives, or snakes.
Oh, lovely.
Snakes.
More shit I don't want to deal with.
Yes. She is like no one talks about her, but she is quite powerful, and like the fact that she's the only one who's able to go into the in between, like that should kind of give you an idea how powerful this particular goddess is.
Now, she is a goddess, but who are her parents? What is her parentage? Do we know anything about that?
I can't remember that one. I tried to look that one up, and that one's a whole other story that is complicated to talk about, like any other Greek story.
Okay. I mean, because
Because
she's this all powerful being, can go between
So-
different realms and stuff like that.
In
And the
some
in-between.
versions of mythology, she
see, I'm
is,
not the only one that can't speak.
yeah. In some versions of mythology, she is said to have been the daughter of Perseus, a titan associated with destruction, and
Right.
Asteria, a titan goddess connected with stars, prophecy, and divination.
That's one
Okay.
I found.
So she's technically, if that's the case, she's technically a sister to Zeus.
Yes.
Yes,
So Zeus probably banged her. Anyway.
probably.
The Titans believe that she this is kind of interesting about Hecate is that she was born a Titan goddess, but unlike many Titans, she retained her power after the war between the Titans and the Olympians. According to a couple of different articles, Zeus honored her and allowed her to keep her influence.
Either that or you just couldn't take it away from her.
Maybe that. Maybe that. And side note,
I mean,
if you are traveling down and end up at a crossroad and you see a small bundled food plate, it's called a Hecate's supper, and you should leave it alone because that is an offering to her at the crossroads for your
You mess
safe.
with that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
yeah, you're definitely not in a good
See,
place if you mess with somebody else's dinner. Just
because
saying.
that's not going to affect the person that did the offering, because that person has already done what they were supposed to
their
have
deed.
done. The person that fucked with that, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Not a good thing to do.
I don't want to die.
Mm-mm.
oh, it's not so much she's going to just kill you. She's just going to fuck with
She's
you.
going to play with you. Like
She's gonna mess. She's just gonna mess your life up like that crazy ex-girlfriend that everybody's got.
Oh
why
yeah,
are you talking about me like that?
I'm not talking about you.
she's gonna give you like the nightmares of ungodly terror kind of thing. She's just gonna she's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah, needless to say, just you either don't like her or you do. You just don't bother her. Move along.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that one.
No, thank you.
Pardon me. I keep yawning. It's not. I want to tell everybody it's not that I'm disinterested. I'm fucking exhausted. So
He kind of woke up and he's had a rough day.
I'm still waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks, Kate. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that
You're welcome.
information. All right, now we're gonna take a trip across the sea.
That's what we were saying on your side.
No. We're gonna go across the sea, so that way we can go to a civilization that's just as old, if not older,
Very similar.
and very similar to said Greek culture
And the Celts.
and the Celts. No, we're not talking about the Celts. Okay, we're going across the sea.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like the Celts.
We're going across the sea. We're going to
We're going to
Mesoamerica.
No, we're going to actual hell first.
No, we're going to Mesoamerica first.
Why are you throwing this?
I'm throwing this at you now.
Okay, fine. Let me go back to my thing. You are a creature of chaos. You are not a chaos manager.
I am the chaos king. I am the chaos manager.
Did he just like throw it right over to you? Did that just seriously happen? Oh fuck.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's mean.
Yes.
I had to sit there and think for a moment. It's like, wait a second, what? Huh?
That's
yes.
Okay. I got this.
She's got it.
We're going to the people that are the other people who are famous for building pyramids and probably did it first. Mesoamerica.
The Maya.
Probably. It probably did.
Probably did. We're going to the Mayan culture.
I'm going to focus on the Mayan underworld called Xibalba.
Xibalba. I had Xibalba once. Took penicillin for a week. Cleared it right up.
Oh my god.
Xibalba roughly translates into of fear or place of fright. So, depending on your Mayan translation book.
I don't know.
That's what the toilet looked like after I had fright. I'll tell you that. Go ahead.
Toilet humor, sir. Toilet humor. Okay.
Go ahead.
This is not simply a place of punishments or punishments if you're me. It is a dangerous realm full of tests and supernatural challenges, ruled by death gods.
I'm not good at tests.
Known as the Lords of Xibalba. They are associated with death and disease and suffering and the unknown.
Are these guys yellow lanterns? Like, what's the deal here?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, holy shit.
Yellow is the color of fear in the DC universe. Anyway, go ahead.
This is the face of confusion.
It's a Green Lantern reference. Don't worry about it. It's done. It's over with. Move on. Let's move on.
Elmo.
Okay. So, it is reached through caves and sinkholes, and you might be aware that there are these wonderful things called cenote all over.
Not aware.
America. So cenote.
What are cenotes?
These caverns that basically they are sinkholes that go straight down into the ground over hundreds of thousands of years. These cenote are filled with water. The limestone kind of like has worn away, and there are cave systems, plenty of cave systems. But that is one of the places. There are tons of cenote. Like when you find some of the Mayan civilizations, you're always going to find a cenote close, because that was a very easy way of obtaining fresh water to drink.
Yeah, I don't know if I would really want to be going into one of those caves. I don't know. It seems like a bad idea.
I mean, if you're desperately in need of water,
I suppose, yes, but at the same time,
I still make it a point not to go into the cave unless I have to.
I just feel like old ancient things might like not be very happy with me going into those caves.
In my particular experiences, caves are not fun places to go into.
Unless there's a
some of them.
Anyway, I digress. So
Elmo.
I'm an Elmo myself later. Anyway, so the underworld, Xibalba, was reached by one of these cenote or caves or underground passages. And if you've watched, I don't know, any archaeology show about Mesoamerica, you'll see that when they after the water goes down in these cenote and they start digging around and looking through, they find like human offerings.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Lots of tiny human offerings.
Oh,
It was one of the ways to appease the gods. FYI, that is the origin of the Chihuahua dog. They were raised
Chihuahua,
in
Mexico.
order to give to the sacrifice. That was their entire purpose.
okay. Well, now I kind of don't hate them as much.
There
I
you
mean,
go. They're still demons.
They should have
But-
gotten rid of the entire breed. Anyway.
Okay, so what I want to introduce you to my favorite Lord of Xibalba.
Of course, because she had to find a favorite.
And he is freaking adorable. He's called Camazotz. Him.
Yeah, let's look at this guy.
Camazotz. His name means death bat.
Yeah, okay.
He's a
I just want to run.
Can we not murder in here? Mama's busy.
Speaking of murder bats.
He's a giant bat deity associated with night, death, sacrifice, and the underworld. He lives, so in part of Xibalba there are many lords, like I said, and each lord has their own kind of most people refer to them as houses. So it's kind of like a region that belongs to this guy. So he is
lovely.
The Camazotz is the ruler of the House of Bats.
No.
Yeah, imagine that.
No,
really?
That's gonna be a thing.
So he is often depicted.
So he's Batman?
He's Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
So he's often depicted, like what the picture showed, as human body with bat features, large fangs, knife-like snout or nose, nasal region.
Nasal region.
I want to call it nasal.
Nasal.
Whatever. Archaeological evidence suggests that bat worship and bat symbolism was very common throughout Mesoamerica. So there were cultures who venerated Camazotz instead of feared him.
Ooh.
Yeah, very interesting.
So they sacrifice things to Camazotz.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably Chihuahua.
Well, no.
Which would be ironic, considering the fact it's a rat being fed to an air rat. Okay.
Flying rat, yes. So some scholars believe that Camazotz may have had connections to real vampire bat species that were found in the region.
Interesting as well.
Also, did you know that Camazotz predates vampire stories by centuries?
I would assume so.
Yeah, giant.
I would assume so.
Wait, before the Irish author even wrote anything about said Dracula?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you also got to remember the civilization we're talking about here has been around a lot longer
I know.
than that Irish author.
I was pointing that out. Just being an ass. Damn.
Besides the House of Bats, there was the House of Darkness.
You know, I used to like you.
I know you did. He's talking about me. Don't worry about it. Let her finish. You still have to do yours.
I know.
Besides the House of Bats, there was also the House of Darkness that was completely void of light, designed to confuse and terrify its visitors. There was the House of Cold with freezing temperatures and supernatural winds that chilled you to the bone. There was the House of Jaguars. Do you know what was in the House of Jaguars?
That scares me more.
I don't want to go there. I'll deal with the bat. I'll take my
hungry jaguars.
I will take my chances with the bat.
Because Jaguar's favorite pastime is murking caiman crocodiles. I'm good.
There was
I will take my chances with the
there was
bats.
a house of fire that had constant flames and unbearable heat.
Yeah, I'm fat. I don't like that.
So basically, just in my opinion, the ancient Maya were the world's inventors of the least enjoyable escape room.
Yeah, definitely the least enjoyable escape
Okay.
room ever.
So I'm
Uh,
gonna switch up and I'm gonna walk over next door to the Maya and I'm gonna go to the Aztecs for my second guy.
Ah, Aztec. Okay.
hmm So his name
Rivals to the Mayans.
is Tsitsimime.
Siti Mimi.
wait.
Tsitsimime.
Uh. Okay. That's quite
So
a handful name.
Tsitsimime is a
Isn't that the name of a
skeletal.
spider?
What?
I don't
Nothing.
know.
Go ahead.
T Z. Okay, it's pronounced Tzimimeh.
Titsamime.
Tsitsimime.
Okay. Interesting.
She
Titsamime.
she is a skeletal
Tits and me.
star
Sorry.
demon. So can I
Oh
continue?
my god.
Yes. Sorry. I'll be here.
We'll never get through this.
I'm having
She,
ADHD issues. Leave me alone.
she's my cat's over here licking his butt. If you're curious.
No, I was not curious.
For letting us know.
Nero,
I did not
Nero.
need to see Nero licking his butt. That was not on my bingo card for today.
Yes, now. Anyway,
Fuck.
so Tsitsimime is associated with darkness, eclipses, cosmic disasters, and the end of the world. So basically, she was the embodiment
She's
of.
the embodiment of an ex-wife.
She's COVID.
She's the embodiment of an ex-wife.
Yeah, she's often depicted with exposed bones, claws, and skull-like face.
Most ex-wives after they hit their gym face.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay, so
I
after
broke Kate.
that, the sun's survival was never guaranteed. So
Say what now?
if the sun failed to rise, the Tsitsimeme would descend upon the earth and humanity would be destroyed. So they feared her,
Well,
particularly during solar eclipses. The fear of Tsitsimeme coming to collect them was
Gesundheit.
pretty strong.
Well,
So she was basically the cosmic chaos. So she was the one that, like,
oh,
if the cosmos fell out of line,
It was because of her.
it was her doing, and it was her opportunity to come and reap the
now,
soul of the Aztecs.
do you understand now why she likes this one? This is her favorite.
Yeah.
No, the bat guy was my favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was cute.
Because she
Okay,
likes
but can
she
you
likes
tell
she
me
likes
that's,
vampires.
you can't tell me that that's not like also your favorite? Because like I'm sorry, you are like you could also be the one that throws chaos into like madness. Come
I know
on,
you mean that as kind of a, like, demeaning thing, but thank you.
you're welcome.
Our eyes will blot out the sun.
Yeah.
Look like
So
a shade.
what I found to be the most interesting about the Aztec and the Mayan kind of underworlds was they didn't really have a good place. There's no good place.
No.
They truly did not believe that anyone deserved good. Like, you were warriors. You were here to
So
protect your tribes and protect
what
your people and
what
continue to
if you
survive.
what if you weren't a warrior, or do you
Doesn't
go
matter.
somewhere
You
else?
were being protected by a warrior. So therefore his actions were brought upon you and your family.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this is the whole sins of the father kind of theory.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
So it reflects the real fears of ancient societies where like
You're fucked either way.
it's a constant struggle between order and chaos.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly.
Damn.
It just like the natural world is what scared them the most, especially when it comes to like things that were unpredictable. So
Like
the
the
Mayas had the Mayan
Spaniards?
calendar where they kind of had the idea of when the
Germ
sun
warfare.
would rise and when the moons would change. They had that in there kind of like they planned. But when something fell out of the norm, they truly
just
thought
knew.
it was one of these underworld gods that were coming to collect them.
I can
Damn.
only imagine what went through their heads when smallpox hit their fucking populace and killed them all.
Oh, fuck, right?
Yeah. But anyway, I really enjoyed reading about like those things and how
That I've
although
never
the
even.
names have changed, the heaven and hell still is the same. And the only thing I want to close with is Santa Claus.
Okay.
Okay. So when I was a tiny, tiny little Texan and they were trying to explain to me about Santa Claus or heaven and hell and whatever. Like, okay, I was an atheist before I even knew what it was. I was like 5. There, heaven and hell. If you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. Like, there's flyers and flames and whatnot. The only thing I could equate it to is like, so you're saying that God is Santa Claus? Like, if you're good, you get presents, and if you're bad, you get coal?
Coal does spark a fire.
So yeah, that was when I got kicked out of Catholic school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got the skirt? Anyway.
In the closet.
Anyway. Well, thank you for showing us a little bit about what Mesoamerica was like. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because I didn't know much about that afterlife, and now I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, it
Well,
makes you not hate Chihuahuas as much as you could, but they're still evil little bastards.
I mean, they
still think they should
are.
have been eradicated, but that's me.
We were close.
Hey, listen. When you've been attacked by a fucking little pack of those little sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Mm.
And what's sad is they're a lot more aggressive than a larger dog.
They are.
I said it. I said it.
They've got Napoleon complex to the max.
Yes, they do.
Little
I mean,
bastards.
like, okay, the list could have gone on and on. There were the Gala demons that dragged people into the Mayan and Aztec underworlds. There was the Lashmatu, the terrifying child-stealing demons of the underworld.
See, that sounds a lot like Lamage 2.
The close.
Because Lamage 2 is from Africa, and Lamage 2 eats babies.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, the journey through Mictlatan is what the Aztecs called hell, and Xibalba is yeah, a little terrifying, but
I'm good. I'll settle for what I cover.
I was going to say, can we move over to your side, please?
Yes, we're going to go back across the pond again.
where hell froze over.
To the cold.
We're going to go to where hell froze over.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. I'm going to give you a little backdrop here. Hell in the Norse beliefs was a barren wasteland of cold and desolation. It was horrible. Until the Allfather, Odin, met somebody who could bring order to the chaos that was Helheim.
And she was amazing.
And her name was Hel. Hel.
Maybe it was short for Helenor.
Whatever.
Elizabeth.
She was the daughter of Loki and Angerboda, the giantess. And She was often depicted as having one side of her face being beautiful, white, Scandinavian, good looking girl. Next side was withered and decayed, showing what could happen after death.
Half corpse.
Odin said, "You were the perfect person to run Helheim."
She was the original Victor Victoria.
There was no order until she showed up on the scene. She came in, she laid her hammer down, pun intended, laid the hammer down and said, "This is how it's going to go." And who did she have as her first servant in all of Helheim?
It was a puppy.
Well, that would be
The puppy.
A puppy.
the one who stood at the gates of Helheim. The large creature that depicted death and destruction.
Much
That
like
would be
It's a puppy.
Garm, the Hellhound.
So cute.
Known as the Guardian of the Gates, he was chained near the cave entrance to Helheim. In many stories, he was portrayed almost like the Norse equivalent to the Greek Cerberus.
yep.
He was a fearsome beast, preventing the dead from escaping and preventing the living from entering.
Gee, where did I hear that before?
Exactly. Garm's biggest role is during the end of days for the Norse people, Ragnarok, in the cataclysmic battle against the gods. According to the Poetic Edda, Garm breaks free of his chains and the earth shakes. Chaos erupts across the 9 realms. And one famous line from this is, "Garm howls loud from Glyfnir," which is the cave in which he resides. This howl signals that Ragnarok has begun. Garm is most notable during Ragnarok as being the slayer of Tyr, the god of war and justice.
I would give him a hot dog and cuddle him, and I would call him Gigi.
Well,
mind you, at this time, also Tyr is fighting with only like one hand. So
yes, Tyr at this time has one hand. But also, the battle ends poorly for both Tyr and Garm. Tyr kills Garm in the heat of the battle, but Garm mortally wounded Tyr, and both die. It's one of the many mutual destruction moments in Norse mythology.
That was top. That was like, no one's better. You both are equal. Like,
it's very similar to a lot of the other things that happen. He's constantly, Garm is also quite often being confused for Fenrir, one of the children of Loki, because they're very similar in appearance, because they are big, monstrous, wolf-looking creatures.
Yeah, but they're different.
Well, here's some of the differences between Garm and Fenrir. Garm is a guardian hound of hell, and Fenrir is the monstrous wolf son of Loki.
I want a wolf son.
Who is El's brother?
Exactly.
And then you got the world serpent, who is also their sibling.
I was getting there.
I'm sorry. At least you know the name. I just remember him as the world serpent. I'm not going to
It's
try and
Jormungandr.
There you go. I can't pronounce that.
Garm is connected to the underworld, whereas Fenrir is destined to devour Odin. They both fight to the major gods. Garm fights Tyr, and Fenrir fights Odin. Let's see. Some scholars believe the myths may have overlapped over time because both represent primal chaos and destruction.
I've been described as that a few times.
That's for fucking sure. Anyway,
I still say they're two different things.
they are. The imagery that Garm has been depicted as being he's blood covered, he's his apocalyptic howl, and he's one of the darkest creatures in Norse mythology. He's inspired a lot of pop cultural influence, namely in fantasy games, heavy metal imagery, dark fantasy art, modern depictions of hellhounds and apocalyptic wolves. He appears in several video games and adaptations inspired by Norse mythology, often as a gigantic undead wolf or demon hound.
And a bitch to fight.
He's a motherfucker to fight.
Yes.
I chose Garm because of the fact that, yes, he's very much like Cerberus, but at the same time, he is a bringer of destruction and death. He's the inevitability of what is going to happen.
I still want to pet the puppy, though.
Same.
You're both going to die.
I find it interesting that the Greeks have a 3-headed dog. The Norse have a giant apocalypse dog.
Well, wait. Remember the Greeks, it was multiple-headed dogs because it wasn't just 3, it was multiple.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Dogs and bats living together. This is Cujo. this
Anyway, the next terrifying creature from Norse mythology doesn't just reside in Helheim, also it resides here on Midgard, which I think makes it even scarier. We're talking about the Droger.
They're a bitch in Skyrim.
Essentially, a reanimated corpse that returned from the grave with supernatural strength, intelligence, and a deep hatred for living things. Unlike modern zombies, Drogers weren't mindless. They were often cunning, powerful, and terrifying guardians of tombs, treasure, or cursed lands.
They're assholes.
Their motivations are frequently tied to jealousy of the living and unwillingness to accept their death.
Yes.
Or they had a really shitty death while they were protecting their king or whatever.
Yeah.
And they just feel horrible that they didn't do better.
The word Droger roughly translates to ghost, revenant, or again walker. These beings appeared throughout Old Norse sagas and Norse folklore, especially in medieval Icelandic stories. A droger was usually a dead Viking warrior buried with treasure or weapons, corrupted by greed, rage, jealousy, or unfinished business.
He was a leprechaun.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, that's Ireland. God damn it, I'm close.
No,
Yeah.
and the leprechauns are definitely not undead.
They are if you watch the Leprechaun movies or the.
Oh no, I've only made it to the first one, and that was good for me.
Those were documentaries.
Creepy little-
Anyway,
creepy little-
physically reanimated inside its burial mound, unlike spirits, drogers had actual physical bodies. They could break bones with superhuman strength, crush people to death, shapeshift, cause madness, enter people's dreams, spread disease and bad luck, grow to gigantic sizes. Some sagas describe them as swollen, dark blue or black corpses
I think I have a coworker who's a droger.
with horrific smell of decay.
Same. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fight that version. Can we just fight like more
I want to go back to
zombie-like?
the puppy.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to look at him anymore. Can we not look at him anymore?
Drogers were often found at
Oh,
burial
yeah.
mounds, ancient tombs, ship graves, remote farms, foggy wilderness areas. Many acted as guardians of treasure buried with them in death.
I wonder if Tomb Raider ever ran into one.
Oh, hey, he's gone! Yay! Sorry.
Laura Croft probably beat one.
I mean,
I don't know about Laura Croft, but I definitely beat one to her. Anyway,
I got nothing. I was gonna say something, but nope, never mind. I'll behave.
oh, you're being very well behaved. Anyway, good girl.
Thank you.
That's one of us.
Anyway, that about wraps it up for me in terms of what I found over there in Norse mythology. When it comes to drogers, nope. Not dealing with a smart zombie.
I'm just saying, I also did not like dealing with them in Skyrim, especially when they were able to use the same like dragon power moves as me. And
That's what I hear. Yeah.
it sucks.
So, today I learned that even if you lived in the ancient world, death was apparently guarded by either a giant dog, a corpse goddess, a murder bat. Basically, humanity has always had a flair for the dramatic.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. We're very dramatic creatures.
You don't want to even touch the Celtics and their nope. That's a whole interesting story of its own.
Yeah, no, we're not going there yet.
So, I mean,
All I can say is just don't piss off the Fae. That's all I can say.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
On a lighter note, if you hear giant wings flapping outside your window tonight, it's probably not a death bat.
We can hope not.
I hope not. I'd be a little concerned
I'm just saying.
because I'm nowhere near that
Well,
part of the country.
I could definitely say, looking at all these different underworlds that we've just looked at, these three specific ones, I want no part in either of them.
You know,
We didn't even touch on the Egyptian one. That one's fucked up too.
That one's even more fucked up than any of the ones that we would do a whole episode of just Egyptian mythology.
I mean, we could,
But
that would take some time.
yeah, that's going to take some working. All right. Well, with that, please like, share, and subscribe as the algorithm has changed. Likes do matter again. So please hit that like button and also comment down below.
Nice.
on something that you would like to see in a future episode.
Yes, please. It's hard to come up with ideas, trust me.
And tell us who your favorite host is so we can make fun of the other two.
Oh, shush. You guys are more likely to get the votes than me.
Wow. Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Tits.
I mean,
Anyway,
Jay shows them off more than I do.
that's true.
That's true.
I like my comfort clothes, so
Anyway, I mean, I got tits. It's just nobody wants to see mine. They're hairy.
They're right here.
This is all I'm thinking of right now is the episode where we determined that if you see Bigfoot,
tits, lips, and dinglings.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. And remember, if you heard something, no, you didn't. If you saw something,
no, you didn't.
Fuck you didn't.
No.
And then come tell us about it, and we'll talk about it.
And definitely come talk to us and tell us about it. We'll catch you in the next episode. Would you shut up and do the outro?
Kate.
Yep.
We'll catch you guys in the next episode of Cryptid Conversations. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.